Last night I brought home this stunning blonde I met at the club. She whispered, "Treat me like a dirty little secret." So I only text her after midnight. Never introduce her to my friends. And pretend I don't know her if we run into each other at the Walgreens. Now that's commitment to roleplay. I met this chick on the FetLife, and her profile said, into bondage, mind control, and medieval roleplay. I thought, alright, she's into some serious shit. We get back to my place, and she locks me in a cage, dresses like a dominatrix queen, and starts demanding I recite Shakespeare while she whips me with a riding crop. Next thing I know, she's got me wearing a chastity belt, and she's using a damn crossbow to shoot Nerf darts into my anus while I'm tied to the bed. I begged her for mercy, but she just smiled and said, "Now, you will know true pain and also how to properly conjugate a verb in Old English." I met this girl at the fetish convention, and her profile said, into extreme roleplay, humiliation, and puppet play. I thought, what could go wrong? She leads me to her playroom, which looks like a mix between a circus tent and an abandoned amusement park. She hands me a rubber chicken and says, "You're the puppet now, and I'm the master." Then, she pulls out a huge puppet of a clown that looks like it's been stolen from a haunted house and tells me to do the cha-cha slide while wearing it. The next thing I know, she's got me tied up in a human-sized marionette rig and is controlling my every move like I'm her own personal performing monkey. She starts yelling at me to sing the Macarena, but it's in French. She's cracking jokes about me being a wobbly puppet, and before I know it, she's baking me in a human-sized oven as a final act while she orgasms her vagina juices everywhere. The best part. After all of that, she hands me a certificate that says, "You survived the puppet dungeon, but your dignity didn't." So I'm hooking up with this girl who says she's into outdoor exhibition, costumes, and Disney roleplay. I say, bet. Let's make magic. Next thing I know, we're in a public park, she's dressed as Elsa, I'm wearing Mickey ears. And we're going at it behind a snow cone truck while Let It Go plays on somebody's Bluetooth speaker. Right when I finish, she yells, "Do you want to build a snowman?" I said, "Bitch, I just did, and he's melting." So I matched with this girl on the Tinder. Her profile said, into choking, leather, and roleplay. I said, say no more. We meet up, and she shows up in full dominatrix gear, with boots, the whole 9 inches. She ties me up, blindfolds me, starts whispering real dirty stuff in my ear. Next thing I know, I'm on the phone with my dad, apologizing for crashing his car in 2007. Bitch had me confessing everything. I met this girl at a BDSM party, and she whispered to me, "I like it rough, like, really rough." Also, I'm into monster roleplay. I thought, I'm game, but what the hell does that mean? Next thing I know, she's got me chained to a wall in her dungeon, dressed like a goddamn cave troll, and she's crawling around in a full-on werewolf costume, growling at me like it's Halloween night. She demands I beg for mercy in Latin, so I do, all while trying to avoid being smacked by her foam club. Then, just when I think it's over, she pulls out a bag of rubber bands and begins snapping them at me, and she says, "You are now my pet, and you'll never leave this cave." Finally, she takes a cooking blowtorch to my balls, and I'm out of there. Hell, I don't even think I signed up for that, but I sure as hell left with bite marks and burn marks and a completely new understanding of the word submissive. I met this girl at the gym, and she told me she's into hardcore cardio, blood play, and confessions. I thought, alright, let's see where this goes. We go back to my place, and suddenly she's got me tied up, wearing a Father's Day t-shirt. And she starts reading me the Bible backwards while using a chainsaw to trim my chest hair. Just when I think it's over, she leans in and whispers, "Your sins have been forgiven, but your abs still need some work." I met this gorgeous woman at a diner last night. She said she was into food play, real kinky stuff. So we went back to my place. She brought whipped cream, chocolate syrup, a banana, the whole buffet. By the end of the night, I wasn't sure if we had sex or just catered an orgy. But I do know one thing. Next time I'll put down a tarp, my mattress still smells like the armpit and strawberries. I met this cousin girl at a family barbecue party. She whispered, "Wanna play the hide and seek?" I said, "Sure, but I'm not really good at the hiding." She smiled and said, "Don't worry, I'll find you, but when I do, I'm taking you to the shed for some cousin fun." And damn, she wasn't kidding. Next thing you know, she fondled my balls like my uncle did, then anally poked me with a rake like cousin Amit did, then made me masturbate while she flicked my nipples and slapped my face until I jizz in the hay, like my other uncle did. Then she made me wear her panties on my head while she pee on me and made horse whinny sounds like mother does to father. Then she ran out the shed telling all the uncles, mother and father I was cross-dressing gay trans eating pistachios from her bunghole like cousin Pradeep. The only thing I was hiding was my shame. I went to the bar last night and met two beautiful Thai girls. They were very hot and sexy and desired to come back to my hotel room with me to have the threesome sex. So I paid the tab and we went back to the hotel to have the threesome sex. It was incredible. It was like hitting the lottery. Together we had 6 balls.